nTokens are the primary way that users provide liquidity to Notional V2. So nTokens are high yielding, they are freely redeemable to the underlying, they're ERC20, totally passive, and they're also eligible as collateral on Notional to borrow against. So there's a lot going on. Now, here's the way it works. So Notional V2 has integrated with Compound, and which means that liquidity providers actually don't provide the underlying token like DAI as liquidity. What they provide are C tokens like CDAI. And this is really important because it allows them to significantly increase their returns. So when a liquidity provider provides C tokens as liquidity to Notional, they're earning the Notional liquidity returns at the same time as they're earning the returns to lending their capital on Compound. So they essentially get to double their returns. Now, the way this works in the context of nTokens is that a liquidity provider is going to take their C tokens like CDAI, stick it in the nToken account, and the nToken account is going to distribute that liquidity provider's CDAI into the individual liquidity pools on Notional, and it's going to mint the liquidity provider nTokens in return that reflect or that sort of represent their share of the assets in the nToken account. So all the liquidity provider has to do is hold these nTokens. They don't have to worry about rolling their liquidity from maturity to maturity. They don't have to interact with the individual liquidity pools at all. So it's great. They earn high yields. They don't have to engage with their position actively, and they can use nTokens as collateral to borrow against on Notional and potentially other DeFi lending protocols in the future.